Honorable members, I need to clarify to the House something very quickly. Yesterday's motion was the consideration of the supplementary estimates for the year 2025-2026 general debate, that this House adopts the report of the Budget and Appropriations Committee on the consideration of the same. So that even the members who spoke yesterday, you still have a chance to speak today, because these are different bill, different motion. Are we together, honorable members? We are doing very well. Honorable members, I'll give the member for Suba South. Honorable Caroli.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. I think what we are witnessing here is now the long list of examples of poor planning in this administration. A government that is very long on promises and short on delivery, that exhibits unprecedented confusion, impulsive expenditure, limited transparency and accountability. We have before us a supplementary budget concentrating resources in the office of the Deputy President for what they call operations, office of the State House for what they call operations again, Department of Internal Security for what they call general administration, and National Intelligence Service for what they don't even describe what it is. Madam Speaker, we know why this money is being allocated to these particular offices. It is to provide resources for political campaigns. We know that. They do it all the time. Confidential expenditure that nobody can verify. And it goes on a long list, including the failed Kisumu rally that was financed by the state.
Honorable Caroli, there is a point of order from the Chair, National Administration.
Give me the mic, please. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I think the learned, my good friend learned Caroli is misleading the House. And I want to challenge the members who are actually making noise on this. We should delink the office of the institution, the presidency, from the individuals. We should not use the floor of this House to do our cheap politics. It is my committee that appropriates and allocates funds to these offices. And I can confirm to the country and this House that these funds are well spent, they are justified, and they are to do for the good of the country, not the individuals.
Order!
Yes.
Order! Keep on. Order! Is it you to ask him what's his point of order? Is that your business? Order, Ngogoyo. Order. You rose on a point of order. Proceed and tell me what's your point of order. Order. What's your point of order?
Thank you, Speaker.
Yes.
Speaker, I'm saying the learned friend, Caroli, should not mislead this House.
You're not a lawyer. Are you a lawyer yourself?
I'm not.
So you don't, only lawyers can call one another learned friends. Order, proceed. Proceed.
He's my friend, but he's not learned. Honorable Speaker.
Okay, yeah.
The solution being offered is as bad as the problem itself. Mr. Speaker, wise men have told us before that life under good government is rarely dramatic. The life under a bad government is always so. Honorable Speaker, we are being told that there's money here being allocated for the completion of the stadiums that are being built for AFCON. Let me tell the world, the Talanta Stadium, which they want to name after our great leader Raila Amolo Odinga, is itself an example of how corrupt and how inept this government is. That particular stadium, the original costing was 18 billion. It was revised to 32 billion by University of Nairobi. Today, that stadium is costing $342 million.
What's your point of order, Honorable Dawood? Order. Honorable Dawood, what's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, yes. Honorable Caroli should substantiate when he said that this money is going for political campaigns. Can he substantiate which political campaigns is he talking about?
Honorable Speaker, there is a schedule here the 200 million to the office of the deputy president is called for.
Order, Honorable Caroli. The majority leader is on a point of order. Order.
Honorable Speaker.
Yes, majority leader.
Honorable Speaker, I rise because I don't want to interrupt Honorable Caroli, and I want to just ask members. Honorable Caroli has his right to say whatever he wants to say. And, Honorable Speaker, we are degrading the image of this House. Thoroughly. We are degrading the image of this House when Honorable Caroli stands in his place and the best he can get is a shouting match. Honorable Rahim has a right to interject, Honorable Speaker. And you have given him the right to interject. He will interject for a minute, then Honorable Caroli continues. The member for Kajiado North is there shouting at the other one, you sit down. And Honorable Speaker, you have rightly told the member for Kajiado North, Honorable Ngogoyo, you are the one presiding the House. I really want to beseech you, members. Let us not degrade ourselves to the level we are degrading ourselves, to a level worse than county assemblies, honestly. We should allow, this is exactly what I'm speaking about. Honorable Speaker,
yes.
It speaks volumes to a member's maturity level. When you can't have the temerity.
Honorable Ngogoyo. Order, Honorable Majority Leader. Order. Honorable members, I want this House to have the dignity that it deserves. I had told you before yesterday, I'm not going to give anybody the honor of sending him out of the House because maybe they would appear on the headlines and that might appeal to people outside the House. The dignity of the House must be protected. But I'm going to change that now. If I hear any shouting matches here and somebody without deferring the responsibility of maintaining order in the House to the Speaker or the Chair for that matter decides to go on a shouting match across, I'm going to send you out of the House. And I can tell you one thing. I've done that many times before. And I will be willing to do it again. Honorable members, each one of you will get an opportunity. Honorable Ngogoyo, you had your moment. You contributed. You're going to contribute again to this motion if you want. Anybody who has it, order. Anybody, order. Who is supposed to do that? You? Kalasinga, Honorable Kalasinga, Honorable Murillo. Everybody will have his moment to rebut, to advance, to explain, to oppose, to propose, to support in this House. This is a house of talking. But it's a house of ideas. It's not a house of shouting matches. So let us maintain that dignity. Proceed.
Honorable Speaker, I really thank the majority leader for those wise words. Unfortunately, he has set the bad precedent himself in this House. He spends a lot of time addressing imaginary enemies and wasting our time here. Anyway, Honorable Speaker, as I was saying, what we have here, and I'm looking at the breakdown, there's a long schedule here. When you look at the expenses, if this was a serious government, they could have contemplated some of them when they were making the main budget. There's nothing we can call emergency here or something that is so special. And the large amounts of resources are allocated to areas that are traditionally known for opaque expenditure and lack of accountability. That is why I'm saying much of the resources here, close to 8-point-something billion, is being taken to areas that we know are being used for politics. 200 million to enable the deputy president continue traveling around the country doing politics. 1 billion to State House. We don't know what happens there, but most of the times we see yellow colors. It has become a party headquarters that is not the house that is supposed to unify the entire republic. And if you look at National Intelligence Service,
Order. You are a lawyer. You understand the traditions in all democracies. there are a number of institutions that you cannot discuss them in the House. If you have to discuss them, you must have in camera. You cannot discuss the national intelligence. You cannot discuss our armed forces. You cannot discuss the Navy, the Army, the Air Force in the manner you're going to discuss any other. So you can talk about the others, but don't bring in the national intelligence or the Army or the Navy or the Air Force.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I was the top constitutional lawyer in my class. Let me remind the House.
MP for game, order. MP for game. You will remind the House later when there's
Mr. Speaker,
order. Yes.
The Honorable Caroli has been a beneficiary of many visits to State House. So you know when he visits State House, you must have some tea. It's an important institution. So, and we have many times in the night, Mr. Speaker, visited State House with Caroli. So he cannot say he doesn't know what.
That order, Honorable MP for game. MP for game. Order, Honorable MP for game. That's a point of argument. It's not a point of order. Order. Proceed, Caroli.
Honorable Speaker, our Constitution places all the security agencies under civilian oversight in this House. Section 23 of our Parliamentary Powers and Privileges Act clearly says that all documents, whether from National Intelligence Service or the military, are to be brought to this House for scrutiny. So what I'm doing is correct. There is no law that says we don't have oversight. Our Constitution is clear, parliamentary powers and privileges are clear.
Order. I don't know if you're on your second term or your first term. Your first term. Then you are misorder. Order. Order. Wamboka, order. I am the one who is on the floor. The chair is addressing the House. Order. If you are a first timer, you better learn that. Order. Honorable Kalasinga, I want you out of the House for the moment. Out until for the rest of the day. You don't even know the rules, because if I tell the Sergeant at Arms and he touches you like that, you will lose a lot of time and a lot of money. So what you don't know the rules, go and study the rules. Order, honorable members, the direction is that Honorable Kalasinga stays out of the House for the rest of the day. Honorable Kalasinga, out. The chair directs that you stay out of the House for the rest of the day. Order. No business will be transacted until you are out of the House. Order. Who was on the floor at the time?
Mr. Speaker, the interruptions continue. I'm still soldiering on. Mr. Speaker, let me strongly oppose this particular supplementary budget for the reasons I've said. And I've given the example of Talanta Stadium, where a whopping 42 billion shillings is being spent there without a tender, without sufficient public scrutiny. And we know why. We know why. We know what is happening there. But one time, in not so distant a future, there'll be accountability. And we will make sure it happens. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Majority Leader.